Hello, PRC friends, colleagues, and clients. My name is Tara Powers. I'm the CEO of Powers Resource Center. And this week, I am sending out a tip based on some work that I have been doing with a few clients and what I'm seeing happening now that organizations are bringing some employees back to work or have the opportunity to do so. What is happening? So I have been putting together a really nice remote leader toolkit for some of my clients. And one of the things that came up in that I've started to include in that toolkit is we are having a problem, not surprising, with politics, right? We have different opinions, thoughts, and feelings about how to handle some of the guidelines that have been given to us by our state and even our organization. And unfortunately, they have boiled down to political beliefs or views. So, what do we do about that? How do we move the conversation for our teams away from politics and around something that actually it matters and makes sense? And in my opinion, this is helping your team go back to revisiting agreements. And it's the agreements that we need to discuss around trust and respect. So if you think about the idea of coming back to work, how do we make sure we keep each other safe? All of the things, we're getting guidelines from the state, we're getting guidelines from our workplace, but maybe I don't agree with them, or maybe I'm surprised someone doesn't agree with them. How do we not make that a political discussion? My suggestion to you is to take that discussion to your team and collaborate around what does it look like when we trust each other? How do we create an environment or exhibit behaviors that build trust? And how do we demonstrate respect? And what does that mean for us? So we go back to these basic principles of trust and respect, and we collaborate on what does that look like, and then we vote, right? And we vote and agree as a team, what are we going to do to demonstrate respect with one another in the midst of the environment we're in right now? And how are we going to continue to build trust? And now what we've done is created an agreement that, as if you're a leader, you can go back to. It gives you a foundation, it gives you something to stand on, right? That is not political. It's an agreement that we made with our team. And I would like to encourage you to use a collaboration platform for this discussion and this activity, especially if you have some of your team members who are remote or some who are not. This is where you want to bring everybody together. I would encourage you, if some are remote, pretend you're all remote. So ask people to log in using their laptops so everyone can contribute. And I'm going to show you an example of a tool I have been using called Fun Retro. So Fun Retro. And the website is funretro.io. I'm going to show you an example of this because it works so well for this activity that I'm just mentioned to you. So you go out to Fun Retro, you can set up your own little board here and then give that link to your team members so that they're all on there with you. And I can show you this in real time and we can collaborate on what are the behaviors that we think build trust. Everyone can add their ideas in here. And what are the behaviors that break down trust or actually demonstrate a lack of respect? And I've just put a couple in here because of what I'm hearing and seeing with some of my clients. But you can see in the list on the left, behaviors that build trust. We care about how others are doing. We offer to help each other. We listen without interrupting. We get to know each other on a personal level. We admit mistakes, give credit where credit's due, and share our wins. On the right-hand side here, what are the behaviors that break trust or demonstrate a lack of respect? We gossip behind each other's backs. We make fun of people's fears or beliefs. We refuse to adhere to guidelines that have been set to keep us all safe. We hold back information or data when we should be sharing it. So these are not my ideas. These are ideas that a team came up with. What's cool about this tool that I like, but you could do this with any tool, is now we can vote. So you notice the little thumbs up? I get to choose two or three. I can set that up, how many times I get to vote on the behaviors that I feel are most important for our team. So I'm going to vote on we offer to help each other out and we get to know each other on a personal level. And then I'm also going to vote on what I believe is going to break down trust the most that our team needs to steer clear of is making fun of people's fears and beliefs. So now as a team, we walk out of this meeting with clear agreements about what is most important in terms of behaviors that build trust and what do we want to steer clear of in terms of behaviors that break trust down or demonstrate a lack of respect. And now, as a manager, I actually can go back to my team and we can move forward from that place and keep it away from a political discussion, which is not going to benefit anyone and it's not going to get very far. So I hope today's tip was helpful and that you use a tool like this to help your team regroup around agreements of trust and respect in the midst of a very changed work environment that we're all living in. And if you do this activity with your team, please reach out to us and let us know how it goes. Have a connected week and stay safe. Thank you.